Wait.
Oh man, it's so smooth now.
Ask me and Mike a question.
All right, talk about making it.
Making it
is like
it's the hardest
into
thing to
a diner
do.
and then going, hey,
making
the
it,
diner didn't
it's
serve me right.
subjective.
The diner said,
what
hey,
is making
you,
it teacher's
what the
salary?
fuck is wrong
like
with
Dave
you?
Chappelle
And then
said
you're like,
that.
hey, I
but
wanted
other
fucking
people
sausage
making it
with my
is like
eggs.
the top.
And then they're like, you're
Quit
getting
your
just
day job,
sausage
you
now.
made it.
And then you're like, fine, I'll take the
And
goddamn
fucking
sausage.
making it.
I would like to talk about making it. What is making it in stand-up comedy? I want to talk about everyone's definition of making it. Is it good to have multiple definitions of making it? The idea of making it in stand-up comedy. What is it? How do you achieve it? How do you go about achieving that goal of making it? What does it mean to the individual who's pursuing to make it in stand-up comedy? This is what I'd like to know, so here we go.
She teaches at a school for the deaf, but she comes home and she's all stressed out, and her face is all shriveled up. And I'm like, baby, what's the matter? And she's like, they just don't fucking listen!
Making it to me would be, well, living off of comedy, having all of your revenue come in from comedy, either writing or performing, getting to travel. Also to reflect on, me personally, making it means I feel I'm good enough to be a headliner. Without a doubt, I can do it. I can be the guy for an hour that the crowd, no matter what they're like, they'll love. So making it to me is being that damn good.
Are you gonna make it? No. What is making it to you? Because it is different for every comedian.
Anytime you do something, like the mantra should be, this is the best thing I've ever done, but it better not be.
Just to be able to, if I could live off of comedy, if I could make money, be able to get an apartment, a dog, and a girlfriend, and live off of comedy, follow my other pursuits, I made it. I think you just gotta, now, you can't just make it as a comedian. You have to find your own niche. You have to do something that someone doesn't do. Market yourself, your whole personality, and have some sort. You can't just be. I don't see how you can make it as just being a comedian, just a comedian. You have to do videos like this. The odds are making it are really. Sometimes it seems impossible.
All my cats have problems too. They're all rescued or whatever you want to call it. So they'll have some sort of defect. Like one of them was abused a lot, so now it's very neurotic and it overgrooms itself, so half its fur is missing. It looks like a Tim Burton character or something.
I used to think that making it meant you were one of the most famous comics and you were making an extremely comfortable living at this, but now I almost have a shift in thinking that I almost think making it is just sustaining, just keeping doing it and having a comfortable living for your family. I think there's a lot of guys out there that, whether they believe it or not in their head, they really are making it because they know they're always going to be a comic. They're doing enough in this to make enough money to always be a comic and giving themselves to make that next level where anyone would say you made it. But this past year I've felt very comfortable doing what I'm doing, and my wife and kids were able to travel with me a lot this year. And we were very comfortable. So, I'd love to get to the next level. Maybe what I'm doing right now, I won't consider have made it a year from now, but, I don't think it necessarily means you have to have a sitcom.
Making it in comedy is when you can pay the bills through your jokes. Hopefully you get a television spot so when you're at Thanksgiving and Grandma asks, "What are you doing?" "Oh, here's my Jimmy Fallon set." "Who's Jimmy Fallon?" "He's like the new Johnny Carson." Grandma's dead. Grandma died. And she never learned that you were on the Jimmy Fallon show. Making it is being able to look someone in the eye and tell them, I'm a comedian, and not be lying to them. You're not really a comedian until you can pay the bills through your jokes.
Honestly, man, I've made it because this is all I do. I've managed to make a career out of doing exactly what I want. The thing that I love, comedy. And what I've wanted to do, honestly, since I was 8 years old. And the fact that I make my living, I pay my bills, I support, a wife, doing this, I've made it. Do I want to stay where I am? No. I want to keep going, keep hitting next levels and getting bigger opportunities and everything. But I think truly making it is when you're able to just do this. You know, my definition of making it initially was just to support myself, just all I do, and I've done that. I've been doing that for a while now. I've made it. But now, then I had other definitions. I want to be on TV, and I've done that, so I've made it in that sense. I want to do film, and now I'm doing that, and I'm making it on that level. So it's different levels for me, but again, the bare bottom of making it for me was just supporting myself, and I've been doing that for a while, so made it.
It's working every week for the full year, for 2 years out. Like, I'm working every single week, and it's fucking, the money's good enough that I can fly to most of the places. It's not a lot of, ton of driving. Like, if it's driving, it's like rent a car, do a circuit, get in a plane, fly someplace. You know, it's being able to support myself and some people I care about, but doing comedy only. That's making it to me. And then there's that grand scheme, you know what I mean? There's that like dream making it where it's like get on TV, tell jokes to people like on television, or, you know, get on a TV show. That would be amazing. It'd be the coolest thing ever.
At this point, if to just make a living doing comedy and not have to deal with all the other bullshit of life, that'd be making it in comedy. You know, I mean, the odds of getting famous from it are so stacked against you. To just be able to live off of comedy, that'd be great to me.
My idea of making it has changed so much over the years. Like when I first started out, I was the starry-eyed, it's all about art, and I'm just gonna do comedy because I love it. I had a plan where I was just gonna live in the back of my 1990 Nissan Pathfinder and just like shower at the gym, sleep in my car, and just do comedy, and that would be like perfect life for me. And then, like, as I got on, I was like, no, I want to play Carnegie Hall. No, I want to play Madison Square Garden. I want to be a headliner across every single comedy club I can. And then I was like, oh, I got to make money to pay for stuff. Oh, okay, I better put some money in the bank account. And, yeah, that's what bogs me down now. Like, that's one of the big restrictions on me artistically is the sense of making it is now making money, which is not what comedy should be. It should all be about not caring if you make money, not caring if you have a day job. It should just be about you going out at night and just making people laugh. Like, if you say like your dream is to do comedy, every time you step foot on stage, you're living the dream. Whether you're making $50 for the night or no dollars for the night, your dream has come true because you're living the dream right there.
It's just comedy. I just have to write, get on stage, and I get paid $30,000 a year. I'll be cool. All right, like, that's fine with me because I get to do something I love.
I'm nervous about dating again at my age, though. But guys tell me I look pretty good from the teeth up.
I genuinely do feel like I've made it just because I get paid to do this, and if you do that, then that's the greatest thing in the world. But I also don't want to feel that way because then I won't write anymore. But I definitely, I mean, I worked at McDonald's and made $6.45 an hour, and now even like, and this is the smallest level, but like I'll do a gig at, you know, a comedy club for 15 minutes and they give me 25. Like that to me is like so much more successful. The first time is like, here's $25 for 10 minutes. I'm like, what? You know?
Who uses, what is this? Nobody uses that term. Was this 1965? I'm gonna get on the Ed Sullivan Show. Am I supposed to look at the camera when you look at it? I'm not looking at it. John, take that.
Making it. For me, my definition of making it would be this. I want to have the ability to go on any stage, any room, and just do well for every set. I want to do well for every set. Or a percentage, not 100%, but like not bomb.
You have a pen so I can write this down?
Yeah, I think for me, man, like I do so many bar shows, and I do so many, hell gigs. I just want to be, maybe better term would be to be comfortable doing it, you know what I mean? Be comfortable. Like, not have to destroy, just be comfortable. Because I'm not one of those guys, like I see all these guys on Facebook and they write like, I killed it, I rocked the mic, I'm like, I'm like, man, I don't think I've ever done one of those things, you know what I mean? I just don't think I have it in me to say that. I'm more glass half empty kind of guy, but I'd love to be comfortable doing it, man.
Comedy, the great thing about comedy is you're never done. you're never done. You've never become the best comic you could be because you are still evolving as a person. Your mind is still evolving. Your perspective is still evolving. So your comedy is still going to be evolving. And that's what I love about comedy.
Maybe there shouldn't be an idea of making it. You should never be settled. You should never say, this is it, I'm where I want to be. You should always be trying to constantly be growing, I think. But at the same time, it's also very important to be realistic and to keep your feet on the ground and to be realistic, but also always be changing your definition of being realistic. Maybe that's what I should have asked. Maybe instead of saying, what's your idea of making it, I should have said, what's your idea of realistically doing comedy?